Alright everybody, I want to talk about warm-ups for a little bit. So, as you all know, the reason we do warm-ups is just to get the heart rate up, to get the body warm, to get the blood flowing through to all the muscles. So that's kind of more important than what's actually in the warm-up. So if you want to substitute the warm-up that I give you, the warm-up I give you is just something that we can do at home without equipment, that'll get your heart rate going. But if you have a bike or an elliptical or a treadmill at home, or if you want to just go outside for a walk or a fast walk or a jog, you can absolutely do that. Minimum of like 5 to 8 minutes I would recommend, since we've got a little bit more time. But if you want to do longer, if you want to go for a longer walk or a longer jog, or you want to do 20 minutes on your bike or your treadmill, that's good. That's gonna be better because you're gonna have more time for that warm-up than if you just run through the quick one that I give. The quick one is still okay, it still does the job, but obviously the more you do it, the more warmed up you'll be. So always feel free to substitute out that warm-up. With that being said, today's warm-up is going to be a walk or a jog. So go for, like I said, a minimum of like 5 to 8 minutes. You could go right out onto the sidewalk and hit the timer on your phone. 2 to 3 minutes one way, turn around, come back 2 to 3 minutes. There you go. Like I said, just make sure that you're kind of have the intensity up somewhat, just because you do want to get your heart rate going. Alright, then for our mobility, we've got 3 rounds, 3 different movements. First one, we're doing 12 good mornings. So keeping your knees in place, keeping your chest up, back straight, only hinging at the hips, coming down until you feel that stretch out in the back. Then you can come back up. Then we're doing 6 sitting cat on each side, opening up to the ceiling. So remember, we're sinking down into a squat, one hand on the ground, other hand opening up towards the ceiling. We'll do 6 on one side and then 6 on the other. Then we're doing 12 high step overs. So pretend there's a line or a wire somewhere right here. We're not jumping on this one. This one we're just stepping because the focus is opening up the hips. So you're gonna step up like as high as you can, basically, and then back over. So you're doing 12 total of those, and we're doing those 3 for 3 rounds. For the strength work now, we're going to be focusing on upper body because we've been doing a good amount of lower body lately, so we'll give the legs a break. So we've got, the first thing is going to be push-ups at 3 different hand positions. So we're going to be doing 4 sets. First set is going to be 5 reps at each position, then 6 reps at each position, 7 reps at each position, and then the 4th set is going to be as many as possible at each position. So following the pattern, try and get at least 8 at each position. As always, push-ups can be done from standard position or from the knees. But the first position is going to be hands close together. So if you want to make a diamond with your fingers, that'll work. Or if you can't, you just make sure your hands are closer. So we're doing all the reps close. So the first set, like I said, would be 5 reps close. Then you're gonna go to normal position, 5 reps at the normal position, and then slightly wider, 5 reps there. And then obviously 6, 7 for the subsequent sets. The next one is going to be lateral offset push-ups. So basically for these, you're going to start in the down position. One hand is going to be normal, the other hand is going to be offset to the side. And you're just going to push with both hands into the ground, coming up, and then back down. It's going to be 3 sets. First 2 are going to be 12 reps, so it'll end up being 6 each side. So you can do 6, and then switch hand positions, do 6. The last hit is going to be 16, so it'll be 8 each side. Then we're doing vertical offset push-ups. So if lateral was offset that way, vertical is going to be offset this way. So I'm going to put one hand up here, staggered like that. Again, as always, can be done from the knees or from standard position. And it's going to be the same reps as last time. So 12, 12, 16 for our 3 sets. And we're going to be coming down and right back up. You can either do all reps to one side first, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can do a push-up and then switch in between each rep. Next, we're going to do a little bit of some accessory work. So the first thing, we have 2 sets, that's 3, 2 sets of 100 mountain climbers. And after each one of those, kind of like the other day, we're going to time how long it takes us to do that, and then we're going to hold a plank for that long. So I'm going to do 100 mountain climbers, and then however long it takes me, if it took me 30 seconds, I'm going to hold a plank for 30 seconds. We're doing 2 sets of that, so you'll end up doing 200 mountain climbers and holding, 2 planks. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be doing 100 backpack rows. Get your backpack, get some water bottles or cans or whatever, throw it in here, fill it up, definitely try and get some weight to it. Then, like we do regular bent over rows, hold this however you want. You're going to be posted up on a chair or a bench or a couch or whatever. Remember to keep that back straight, your chest up, and you want to keep your feet staggered. And you're just going to be rowing like we do normally. Obviously the weight might not be as much as you're used to unless you have bricks or something that you could put in there. But we're doing high reps, so it's going to be 100 each arm. You can split it up if you need to. If you are able to go through 100 each arm at once, then I guess you can do it that way. Okay, and then we're doing 100 backpack overhead press each arm. So you might not need as much weight, but still fill it up with a little bit of weight. Holding the backpack, coming straight up all the way overhead, nice and controlled back down. And again, it's 100 each arm, so split that up however you need to split it up. And last but not least, we're going to do abs today. So we've got 4 rounds, 3 different movements. First one is going to be straight pushes, so lying on your back, arms straight up, contract that core, try and push straight up towards the ceiling. Then we've got Russian twists, so coming side to side, making sure you're turning your torso and not just moving your arms. You can elevate your feet you want to make it more challenging. And then we've got 12 sit-ups or crunches. So if you can do full sit-ups, go for those. Or if not, just do regular crunches. So like I said, 4 rounds through that, 12 reps for each movement. Make sure you do these slow, especially on the way down. Focus on contracting that core. So that's today's workout. It'll probably take a little bit longer. Yesterday's was definitely a tough one. If you didn't do it, I highly recommend doing it. Don't let everybody else that did it suffer by themselves. Go ahead and give it a try. Get through this one. Let me know how it goes. And we will definitely be back on Monday.